Marjorie Greene isn't just rebranding herself recently. We're being led to believe that she's actually pretty woke at this point, at least according to Ted Cruz. Take a look.
All my Democrat friends are sending me comments from Marjorie Taylor Greene. That and they're calling her Marjorie. They love her now because I don't know. It's like fair is foul, foul is fair. How can you tell? What are you saying at this point? Are you ready to renew all the Obamacare subsidies to get this done, or do you say this is clearly in the Democrats' court?
Well, Joe, my advice is don't spend much time worrying about Marjorie is saying. What I found is a pretty consistent pattern is that whenever an elected official decides that they're going to turn on Israel and they hate Israel, you will very quickly see every other policy out of their mouth become very, very liberal. And so suddenly Marjorie's for massive government spending and taxes, and she's for open borders and amnesty. Okay, fine. That is not where the American people are. This is the Schumer shutdown. And it is the stupidest shutdown because it is a shutdown for literally no reason.
Well, I mean, except for the one. I mean, like, there's a lot of good reasons to potentially shut down the government, but the Democrats have picked one that I think a lot of people kind of agree with. Ted Cruz, you're going to lie, pretend you haven't seen the polls, but continuing those subsidies is wildly popular. We'll show that in just a minute. We'll get to that. The drums between Cruz and Schumer, who the hell cares about that? Cruz and Greene, that's pretty good. I love how mad he is because look, every one of these politicians desperately wants attention. That's like the main reason they got into this. They want attention, sure, but they want money, whatever. He wants to, dude hosts a podcast. He wants people to talk about him. And now all of a sudden, Greene is getting far more coverage than he's gotten in years and years. And I can tell he's mad because he could have just deflected from the question. He could have said, I'll let her do what she's going to do in the House. I'm concerned with the Senate or something. Instead, he didn't just slam her on the subsidies. He implied she's for amnesty and open borders and a bunch of other stuff. Whatever. What are you talking about with the open borders that she's supposedly? I haven't. And by the way, I'm not pretending to be perplexed. I don't know what she's said on immigration that's implied that suddenly she's become very liberal or whatever. He said she's very liberal on every issue. That is madness. Now, look, there's madness to go around. If you're one of these Democrats that all of a sudden thinks she is awesome, that's also pretty mad. You shouldn't believe she's suddenly become very liberal any more than Ted Cruz should pretend to believe that she's become very liberal. But like he is just stewing with rage that she's getting all these write-ups in newspapers and everything. And meanwhile, nobody really cares about Ted Cruz.